I actually sent myself the notes that I took on my phone because I knew I was going to end up bringing it up.
I got notes. I'm bringing this shit up. You got to have your
facts, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so the I just pulled a Biden. Build Back Better plan. Rebuilding America's infrastructure by fixing the roads, bridges, dams, and water pipes, all while also converting the country over to solar power and zero carbon emissions by 2050.
All right, pause there. Back it way up to the beginning. And if we're going to fix roads, let's stop putting the fucking stupid sand bullshit in there.
Literally.
And fucking calling it a fucking
You know what I hate, dude? Like the highways.
The little asphalt here. Ooh, this will be good.
They literally just they fill it and then they fill it way too high, of course, and it's all fucking
Did you see that?
It's just a big ass bump.
Did you see that? Yeah. Did you see that picture with Whitmer was talking about fixing the roads, and that's exactly what they were doing behind her was shoveling it full of asphalt. I'm like, oh my God. God, why didn't you just go somewhere where they were actually like rebuilding the road and say that? Like, come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, that's so stupid. Trust me, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. You just need to give us more tax money. We're going to do it. Meanwhile, they're doing it in the background.
Anyways.
But yeah, so that's just a part of the Build Back Better plan. This thing is a disaster. There's so much shit in it. And, yeah, dude, this is going to put the country bankrupt because wait till I tell you how they're going to fund it. Okay. They also want to fund 500,000 electric car charging stations as well as creating new tax credits for those driving electric cars.
Okay.
Meaning you'll get tax credits if you drive an electric.
Right. Because you're being green.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Green as green can be. Fuck off.
Well, you get incentives right now to go solar.
Yeah, they are. They're giving you incentives for everything. Mm-hmm. They're also going to raise minimum wage and give union workers higher wages and stronger benefits. They want to expand affordable health care and affordable housing, and they want to provide 2 years of free community college and free preschool for 3 to 4-year-olds. The cost of the bill is estimated to be between $3.5 trillion and $4.3 trillion to cost, of course. And guess what they just did? They rose the debt limit again for like the millionth fucking time.
Oh, for that deadline?
Yeah, because they were going to go bankrupt again.
Yeah.
You know, nothing new.
So all they did was just raise the debt ceiling?
Yeah, and they printed more money, you know, nothing bad, you know. Let's just inflate the economy with more money. That's what we should do, you know.
Right.
But yeah, this thing is a disaster, and the problems with it are longer than the actual stuff in the bill. He wants to do this over the course of 10 years. And so he's going to finance the bill by eliminating Trump's tax cuts on corporations and raising taxes for anyone making over $400,000 a year. This will cause further raises in the price of goods such as gasoline and groceries. That's what it's going to do, because think about it. The people who sell the goods and sell the groceries, they're not gonna take a fucking pay cut.
Yeah.
This is a greedy fucking country. You
That's
think these
the problem.
motherfuckers who have 10 yachts, you think they're gonna sell their yachts to support more employees? No, they're gonna fire them. They're gonna make cuts wherever they can. That's still not gonna hurt their business. They're gonna raise prices and.
Well, that's the biggest problem with them, with that, or any sort of trying to do that, is because they won't take the pay cut. If they could just say, now I'm just going to make X amount of money less, and you're still going to be fucking rich as fuck.
Right?
You know, like, think about people like Bezos and all of them.
Yeah, dude, it's
like,
nuts.
You're still going to be rich as fuck.
Even the
you
people
just
who
got
can
to
afford
pay
to
a
like
little
drive
bit
Teslas.
more.
They got a lot. I mean, Teslas are like, what, $300,000?
I see the argument in being like, well, why should I pay more for something that I've worked for?
Yeah.
Why should I now have to pay more? But it's just kind of like dude, you have so much fucking money.
Right?
What do you need? You should like
give some
more.
away. Like, definitely make sure you have enough for a backup plan, but give some away. Like, help some other people out. But
I'm not talking donations either. Like, straight from the shit. Like, you pay this amount for your taxes. Like,
and they do pay the
not?
majority. Like, they do already pay the majority. So Biden. Okay, so continuing. Biden claims that this will cost America's middle and lower class taxpayers $0, but that's entirely not true, because according to the Congressional Joint Committee on Taxation, Build Back Better will raise taxes on, now get this, 4.7% of those making between $40,000 and $50,000, 8.8% of the people making between $50,000 and $75,000, 17.9% of those making between $75,000 and $100,000. So that's 17.4% of those people are going to see a tax increase and affected by this tax the rich.
Who had these stats?
The Congressional Joint Committee on Taxation.
Look it up, John.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And then there's 34.8% of those making between $100,000 and $200,000. They're all going to see a tax increase as well. 34.8% of people making between $100,000 and $200,000.
Wow.
And now the craziest thing is that Biden's $858 billion corporate tax increase from 21% of profits to 28% of profits. It's going to result in companies financing higher tax rates by increasing prices, firing employees, cutting compensation on their surviving employees. In 2018, IRS data shows that the top 1% of taxpayers earned at least $540,000 each. They paid 21% of all income tax and paid 40% of all federal income tax. To put that into perspective, the upper 1% of the country paid 40 cents out of every dollar the U.S. Treasury received from income taxes. They paid 40% of it. And the rest of us, the 99%, only paid 60%. It's nuts. I mean, and they think
where was that from?
The IRS.
The IRS.
Yeah. And people think that the rich is not paying enough for some reason.
Right.
It's like they already pay the vast majority, 1% of the population carrying 40% of the weight.